November 15th, 2025. 5 days. It has been 5 days since the world went dark. Our little town has become a scattered archipelago of light and sound in an ocean of freezing blackness. The air, thin and sharp, now carries two constant sounds: the strained hum of generators and the distant, rhythmic chopping of axes as neighbors tear into their wood piles. You can smell the smoke from the lucky few with stoves, a scent that used to mean cozy autumn nights and now just smells like a target. The cold is a constant pressing enemy. It seeps through the clinic walls, and the generator burns through our fuel reserves with an unforgiving appetite. My work has become a frantic race against two clocks: the spread of the virus and the draining of our gasoline cans. The sedatives are running low. I've had to halve the dosages for the 4 infected I'm keeping in the secure wing. The result is a waking nightmare. The quiet moments are shorter, the rage more explosive. The sounds of their struggle, the snarling, the weeping, the rhythmic slamming against the padded walls is the new horrifying heartbeat of this clinic. The breakthrough came from a moment of pure desperation. George, one of the loggers from the early days, had a particularly violent episode this morning. During his thrashing, he shattered the storm window in his room. I was getting ready to sedate him and move him to another room when Brody's voice crackled over the radio. A dispute over firewood had turned violent down the street. I had to leave George, strapping him securely to the bed and barricading the door as a precaution. When I returned an hour later, the room was frigid. A biting November wind whipped through the broken window, and I could see my breath in the air. But the room was silent. George wasn't thrashing. He wasn't snarling. He was just lying there, shivering violently under the thin blanket, his skin pale and beaded with condensation. His eyes, for the first time in weeks, were clear. He looked at me, his teeth chattering uncontrollably. "Doc, I'm so cold," he stammered. It was the most lucid he had been since the day he was admitted. I felt his skin. It was like ice. His pulse was thready, but his breathing was steady. The rage was gone, suppressed by a more immediate, primal need for warmth. I closed the door, cranked a small space heater I had, and watched. As the room slowly warmed, the shivering subsided, and as the warmth returned to his limbs, the madness returned to his eyes. The clarity vanished, replaced with the old familiar paranoia and fury. It can't be a coincidence. The virus is a biological engine, and like any engine, its output must be tied to its fuel, its environment. Its metabolic activity must be temperature dependent. The cold doesn't kill it, but it seems to slow it down. It throws a wrench in the works, forcing the host's body to prioritize survival over the virus's rampage. It gives me a terrible, monstrous idea. It's brutal, it's medieval, but in a world where the only tool I have left is a dwindling supply of sedatives, a new possibility has emerged. I need to be able to study them, to talk to them, to find moments of lucidity to test my theories. If I can't calm the storm in their minds with chemistry, perhaps I can freeze it out instead. Down in the clinic's old laundry room, there's a pre-war cast iron bathtub. I'm going to fill it with the coldest water our well can draw, and then I'm going to add the ice.
My analysis of this is ongoing, but your perspective is a huge part of this project. The best way for you to log your reaction is to hit the like button. It's a simple, binary piece of data for me, but it's incredibly useful. And I'm genuinely curious about your theories. What did you feel? Please, post your thoughts in the comments. I am processing all of them. If you want to stay on this feed and continue this experiment with me, be sure to subscribe to Static Drip and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what happens next.